Panamera 4, the push. Why would anyone buy that? I can make it. What a dink you are. Lots of motos out today. Watch for the dink. And the guy parked in the bicycle area. Right here. What the fuck? What the fuck? So I wanted to go riding today. Supposed to go, had a business meeting with a guy I work with, and we were supposed to ride motorcycles out there, but he bitched out because he thought it looked like rain. If you can believe it. It was cloudy earlier, but yeah, he thought it looked a little bit like rain, and so he took his truck instead, if you can believe it. So, so this guy, I don't know, you may have seen him on one of my earlier videos. My 1 year of riding video, he's in that one, and kind of at the end there you see him on his Ducati 848, which is just a beautiful bike. He had like aftermarket Olin suspension put on that thing, and the Terminoni exhausts, and it was absolutely sweet. And he bought it from a guy who babied it. The guy the guy that he bought it from used to call him up after he had sold it to him. He would call him up every few months to ask how his baby was doing. Like, it was that kind of previous owner. So you can imagine the thing had all of its major maintenance work done, let's put it that way. So he has this 848, and it's a pretty aggressive sport bike, and he I guess he just finds it extremely uncomfortable to go anywhere on the thing. Like, he gets like back aches and shit. So he decides that what he really wants, he just wants a comfortable bike. He just wants to be able to cruise to Whistler and not be in pain, right? So he goes to the Harley dealership and he buys himself a Harley Davidson motorcycle, like the one with the largest friggin' engine that Harley makes, kind of thing. And he starts riding that around, and it's great and comfortable, and he enjoys the bike a lot. But he's become this kind of persona non grata at the Harley dealership, because he keeps doing things that they don't agree with. First of all, he wears a full face helmet because he likes his face, and he doesn't want to expose it to tarmac. So they kind of look at him a little strangely because of that. And then the thing's got like a stereo in it, right? And when he's cruising down the road, the exhaust on the thing is so loud he can't hear the stereo. So he goes to the Harley dealership and he says to them, he asks them, can you, I'd like you to put on a quieter exhaust on my Harley. And they look at him like he's, I don't know, he's just like kicked a kitten or something. Like, like, what do you mean? It's like they're perplexed. They don't understand what he's saying. Like, he's speaking a foreign language. And he says, well, I can't hear my radio when I'm cruising down the road. I want you to like put an aftermarket, something quieter, quieter pipes on this thing. And the guy says, well, you don't want to do that, that'll, he says, why don't you just wear some earplugs? And he says, well, that doesn't really solve my problem because, I can't hear my stereo, and I just want to cruise down the road and enjoy myself. I don't want to have this thing blaring in my ear, right? And the guy still seems, confused, like, he says, but that's just gonna ruin your performance, he says. And, and so the guy, he says, if I wanted performance, I wouldn't be riding a Harley Davidson. And so they didn't really like that answer either. But I still don't know whether he got the quieter pipes on or not. But he's totally pissed off the people at the Harley Davidson dealership apparently. So they think he's insane. Anyway, I haven't gone riding with him since the Ducati days, so I'm kind of expecting that he rides around in like Harley pirate gear. This is what I imagine. I imagine he's got like some sort of headscarf and under his full face helmet and full on like I don't know, Sons of Anarchy kind of style. I don't know what, jean vest, cruiser leathers. He's removed all the armor from his clothes. I don't know, maybe chaps. I don't know what he's wearing. I kind of picture him in a Harley pirate gear, wearing. I told him he should just continue wearing his Ducati leathers, but or his Dainese stuff. But he has declined. I think he's selling he sold the Ducati with the jacket, and he's probably keeping the Dainese stuff for track days. But anyway, I was hoping to show him. He didn't bring his bike out today because it looked too rainy to him. So I don't know. Maybe we'll see him sometime or other, and I'll put him in a video so you can see what it looks like. But the engine size is huge. That's the other thing he did to piss them off. Some guy asked him, well, what size engine your bike got? And he says, well, it's a 1640. And the guy looked at him, again like he must be speaking Spanish or something, or some strange foreign language. And he says, and so he repeats himself, 1640 cc, and again the guy kind of cocks his head and says, what? And he says, 105 cubic inch. Oh yeah, okay. What are you doing? What's wrong? Yeah. So yeah, they think he's absolutely insane. He's an unconventional Harley rider, apparently. Lordy. I remember the good old days when you had nothing to do all day. When I first moved to Vancouver, I spent like every day at Kitts Beach because I didn't have a job. Didn't have a lot of money either, but I had no job. So I passed out my resumes, and there was an interview, I went to it. But there were many, many, many days when there was none of that. And I just went to the beach every day. That was like the last enjoyable summer I had. Fuck. That was 20 years ago. Oh dear. It's so annoying. People are all in their yoga gear. Nice. Fuck yeah.